still not considered cursed? Because they live in Canada, and they like to pretend they're nice to one another, so they don't come at people like that, despite the fact that the Rangers were considered cursed, and they went 54 years. All right, the Toronto Maple Leafs have now gone 55 years. 55 right? Is that how you say it? 55 fucking years without winning it. Lyndon Johnson was still president. It was before he said, "I will not seek, nor will I accept the Democratic nomination for president," right? It's before that. Before we walked on the moon or pretended to walk on the moon.
That part.
All right? I mean, before a whole bunch of assassinations.
What?
This is before. I mean, think of this shit that's happened.
Yeah. I'm chilling, shawty low.
Richard Nixon, Gerald Ford, Jimmy Carter.
I'm chilling, about to spark my joint.
George Bush, Bill Clinton, George Bush Jr.
At some point,
Obama,
I'll vent to you about what happened on Thursday.
Jojo Biden.
At some point.
Jojo, over here. Give it a speech, Papa.
Let's just say it was.
Worst speech ever.
Okay, seems like he's being sarcastic.
Yeah, it's fucking bananas. So
I wasn't. That's the thing. That's the funny thing about it, right? At the time I said that, I wasn't.
And then somehow
3 hours later,
Anyway,
it went to shit. I was like, oh my god, I can't believe
I
it.
gotta go down to Ybor City at some point.
I really couldn't believe it. Usually I can believe a lot of shit. I really couldn't believe that.
And then I go over to
it was bad.
West Palm Beach, do some shit after
Still
that.
look good though.
Have a good time. Little bingo, bango, in and out, gone, and then I fly back to Bingo Bango. What's that from? That was DeRosa's friend. The fucking beer and the shot. Bingo Bango. Anyway, I go all the way.
Did you follow my advice when it was snowing? Did you make any? Did you follow my advice when it was snowing?
Nice, baby. All right, Memorial Day weekend. That's right.
Even more reason for you to go out in the cold. But I don't think that was real snow though. I think that was some other shit.
Like fish on Memorial Day weekend.
Nah, I think it was like some chemical shit. It was very strange looking, to say the least.
Like a woman.
Didn't look like no.
All right, that's it.
Didn't look like no ice to me. It looked like soot.
All right,
Looked like soot after the shit that falls out the sky after like a big fire.
that's what he's spelling now.
Right, look like that shit.
Bonus episode of
I was like,
Thursday afternoon, just before Friday podcast.
True. But man, got sabotaged by my own community on Thursday, man. I can't believe it.
And you know what's funny? Thursday was the day after and I had to Thursday night phone call for him, and that was the night he came over.
Thank God I didn't need you to come over.
And we just been like,
Look, beautiful.
Tail end of that horseshit. All right.
I yearn for that.
Myself, enough already. It's fucking over. He's dead, and so is everybody else that watched him give that speech.
One day.
Anyways, they're probably not, but who gives a fuck? So
hopefully it lasts more than one day.
And it's the usual shit. I don't think I can remember a series where we missed more fucking open nets, hit more crossbars. We were like, I don't know what happened.
100,000
I don't know what the
just
fuck
one more
happened.
day.
A couple of our guys couldn't hit the side of a fucking bar, and I still love them. I don't think they need to shake up the team. I love that shit whenever you lose a series. So decisions have to be made. You gotta make some, like you don't have a, whatever. We had a bad fucking series. So anyways.
I got the club though, it's too loud.
The game ends, and then in a handshake line, the Chiefs is telling He's supposed to just go through the line, and no matter what, grit your teeth, say good game, congratulations, good luck in the next round, whatever the hey man, you know, you were great, you got the better of me, whatever the fuck he's supposed to say. But Lucic did that for a couple players, and then a couple other players he said, I'm gonna fucking kill you, which you're not supposed to do. And it just wasn't a good look. The whole thing.
No, it just wasn't a good look.
You know, it's funny. It's kind of ironic that I made fun of how the bad boys Pistons, the fucking Chiefs, how they fucking went out and they ended up not being bad boys. They went out like punks when they didn't shake the Bulls' hands, whoever the fuck they were playing. I don't want you. They walked up. I thought we had elements of that. Not saying everybody. Charo was a fucking warrior. He was obviously hurt. The guy looked like me on skates by game 7. He's literally falling down out there. But whatever, man. I don't like that shit. I don't like the water bottle. I don't like that saying that shit in the line. So it actually, in a weird way, eased the fucking pain because I'm not one of those fans that fucking hates that behavior until people on my team do it. I don't know. I didn't fucking like it. And even if it worked, I didn't like it. Let's say it worked and we won the series. I don't fucking like this shit. So anyways, congratulations to the Canadians. Definitely deserved it. And as much as I hate people saying, oh, real classy, they actually won with class. See what they do. You know, I didn't have a problem with the guy mocking Lucic's fucking pounding of his chest when he scored an empty net goal. I mean, you got to think someone's going to give you shit for that, and you don't let it get under your skin, and I think they got under his skin. I still love the guy. I'm not shitting on him, but they got the better of you. And we lost, so there you go, and that's how it works. So now, the Blue Blanc Rouge are now playing the fucking Canadians, and they got fucking smoked in the first one, but that doesn't mean shit. It's just one loss. How many coaches have you heard say, I tell you, I don't care, it's 7-2. It's 7-2, the Joe is only count for one loss. All we can do is try to learn something from this loss and go in the second game and try to forget about this one. Which is what I think they're going to do. And my apologies to Ranger fans because there's just something about you. I don't hear that banging. There you go. It's the guys downstairs. I don't believe in the Rangers. There, I said it. Obviously, I believe in your goaltender. I believe in the energy that Martin St. Louis, whatever the fuck you say his name. I believe in that shit. I just don't think you have enough weapons. And then also, I think you're very even with the Canadians. Despite that 7-2, I might eat crow. I did really well in the first round when the high seeds play the low seeds. Oh, I was picking them right and left. It's just, I didn't watch a lot of the Rangers this year, but I'm going to go just with the history of both teams. The exact thing I told you to ignore when I was talking about the Canadians and Bruins. I'm now going to bring up the Canadians history because I think it applies in this one. So send your fucking hate mail to me. I don't give a shit. I think it applies where they evenly fucking matched, and because the Canadians have their history and their history of winning, their fan base expects them to win. And I've seen it in other sports. You have a fan base that believes like that. They are able to sometimes push a mediocre team up to a higher level. I'm not saying they're mediocre, but I think that it's just gonna be a different vibe there tonight when they play. Like, the fans will have that vibe. We're not gonna tolerate you going down 0-2. They just don't do it. Old Yankee Stadium had that sound. I'm still getting used to the new Yankee Stadium, but the fans know the fucking game. They know what's on the line. They're the ones the Yankee fans started that shit with 2 strikes. You start fucking clapping, right? They understand the fucking game. Canadian fans do the same. Ranger fans, great fans. I would actually say better fans than the Canadians because they put up with being a fucking Ranger fan. The thing about the Rangers, and you gotta own up to this Ranger fan. Maybe you don't have to, but I feel, don't you fucking, if you're a true Ranger fan, you're waiting for the other shoe to drop. That is the legacy of the New York Rangers. So it's a series like this where they finally turn it around. I guess they got to win another fucking cup. Because other than, you know the deal. I don't need to bring up your past stats. Other than 1994, I'll do it. People who don't watch hockey, other than 1994, I mean, you're talking like a fucking talking basically they've won one cup in 74 years. It's not a good look. Okay, the first, 27 years of that, they were only competing with five other teams. Okay, so I just feel that the Canadians are going to be able to power their way through and somehow win the series. I hope it's a great series. 2 original 6 teams, you got to love that. And then out in the West, you got the fucking Blackhawks, original 6 versus an expansion 6 with the LA Kings, and I feel that is the Stanley Cup final right there. Whoever wins that, I don't know how evenly matched they are. I think the Kings might have been a little tired in that first game. It was only 3-1, but I don't know. I said it a while back. It's the Blackhawks. That's where the great music comes from. When these acts, when they're working together, instead of tripping on. I think they have a little bit of a tough time with the Kings, and then they just fuck up either the Canadians or the Rangers. That's what I think. Now, if you're fans of the other teams, you should be real excited right now because I don't think I've been right since the first fucking round. Okay? All right. So there's my hockey speak for the week. Oh, it rhymed. Holy shit. Hey, can I hype a couple of things right now? Well, you have no fucking choice. You got to listen to it. The All In Comedy Tour. The Monday Morning Podcast presents the All In Comedy Tour. They're going to be at Hilarity's Comedy Club, one of my favorite comedy clubs, one of my favorite club owners, Nick Costas, working there. And did I say his name right? I know a Nick Costas, and then I know Nick, is it Costas? One of them pronounces it the wrong fucking way. One does the real Greek way. So I say the real Greek ways, and I just fucked the whole fucking thing up. Anyways, Hilarity's Comedy Club. I do not spell his name. How about that? Is that good enough? They're going to be there May 28th through June 1st for 7 shows. Paul, dude, I called it Verzi. Paul, I'm not from New Jersey, Verzi. I had a fucking doorbell screaming. All right, I'm back. Hey, good evening, sir. Good evening, sir. I'm the boss. I'm actually in the middle of a business call. I have to get back. I didn't get to it. He just goes, all right. What was that movie? With that guy. First, he was just talking about me. Where the guy's actually a salesman. Somebody calls his house. And he does basically the same thing. The guy gives up and he just goes, that's it? That's your pitch? This is how you're selling it? He fucking gets the guy all amped up to give his pitch again. He goes, Dan, and that's a sales call. You got to click on your paper. He's like, no. He fucking hangs up on him. I know. Anyways, I was hyping Hilarities, May 28th through June 1st. The All-In Comedy Tour. See them while you still can. All on the same stage. This is like when the Temptations were actually the Temptations. Paul, don't say I'm from New Jersey, Verzi. Joe, the fucking chairman of the board, Barnett, Rosebud Tailgate legend, and Cook, Jason Lawhead, Cleveland native, Jason Lawhead. Go down there if you just want to see a great comedy show. These are the guys that open up for me when I'm out on the road, and all of them are going to become headliners in their own right. And I don't know when they're all going to share the same stage again. This is like when fucking Frank, Dean, and Sammy went out before they were famous. They were in some supper club going after some wailing whore. And they said, hey, what if we all go up here and see what happens? That's what you're going to see there in Cleveland, unless you stay home. Unless you fucking stay home. I also have something else to promote. I'm doing a very important charity event in New York City. All right, it's going to be Monday. Make sure I get this down right. Monday, July 14th in Brooklyn, New York. All right. It's the Give, Laugh, Groove is, I guess, the foundation. That's the website, sorry. GiveLaughGroove.com. And they're raising money for having children. And I'm going to be working with James Smith. James got a bunch of fans from Australia, international comedian. We're doing a little fucking co-headlining thing at the Green Building in Brooklyn, New York, with proceeds going to feed my starving children. For God's sakes, can can I get through a fucking promo? Speak of the devil, it's Paul Verzi. Hold on one second. Hey, Paul, I'm doing my podcast, and I'm actually right in the middle of hyping your date. I just got done hyping your date. Let me call you back. I said I'm doing my podcast. I'll call you right back. Okay. All right. Even he can't hear the fucking podcast. What's that? Anyways, it's going to be at the Green Building in Brooklyn, New York on Monday, July 14th. I'm working with James Smith and, meanwhile, two phenomenal musicians. Remember that band I told you about, Drew of the Drew? Where just everybody in there was unreal. Oh, you guys sitting out there watching these fucking reality shows. Who's the next fucking American Idol? You just want to see musicians who are fucking making it by getting together with other great musicians and making great music. I highly recommend downloading the Drew of the Drew album. But Drew from Drew of the Drew and J.P. Bouvet, not modern drummer, the Guitar Center drum-off winner, Berkeley fucking phenom, just an amazing drummer. Common Thread Tour drummer. They're going to be setting a record for the, I guess, longest time two musicians have played together. It's going to kind of be like a festival kind of thing. They're going to be doing that in one room. You got a comedy show in another room. They're going to be feeding people. It's going to be fucking great. Go to givelaughgroove.com and come on out, okay? And you'll be seeing me bringing the fucking lumber. And I'll also be feeding some people too, I guess. Whatever. It's a fucking charity. Whatever they need me to do, I'm going to do. What is it here? What am I doing here? Where is it? Where's the copy, Bill? Why do you suck so fucking bad at this? All right, it says, I got you and James signed up to do the last meal pack of each day, which is 4:30 to 6:30 p.m. on July 14th and 4 to 6 on the next day. But we're performing only on the 14th. Still cool with this? Of course I am. Fuck yeah, absolutely. All right, so there you go. That's what the hell I'm doing. So check that shit out. Okay. Back to the podcast. All right, so this weekend, I had a relative graduated from law school, so I had to fly back to Boston. Big junk. Right? Every time I go back to Boston, they fucking built something else, tore something down that I loved, and then fucking put something else in place of it. And I go, well, what happened to it? This time I went back, and Hilltop Steakhouse was fucking closed. I was on my way up to Giggles Comedy Club to, I thought only do one show. I did two shows. I should have kept it at one. I went into the second room, and I didn't realize that it was a church group, swear to God, trying to raise money for something. And, did old Billy Boy munch his fucking balls on that one? Jesus Christ. It was a legitimate bomb, fucking wire to wire. It just was not a stellar moment in it. Like, you ever see when a plane goes to take off and it's just not at the right speed? It just clips the trees. That's what happened. Then it disappears into them, and you're like, oh, maybe they landed safely. Then there's the fireball. That was my set. But the other place, it was worth it, because the first one, it was magic. It was a great, do you believe in magic? In the fucking main room. That one was great. So,
do you see the fucking fireball?
I got to work with Tony V, one of my favorites, and yada, yada, yada. The next fucking day I go to the graduation. And you know the deal with graduations. You're like, oh my God, this is going to fucking suck. All right? This is going to be long. This is going to be hot. It's going to be hot and long. It's going to suck. It sounds like a fucking porno here. It's horrific. All right? And pleasant surprise. We show up. It's indoors. It's fucking air conditioning. The dean comes out. She starts fucking talking. Crushes it. Brings up some political guy. He goes up. Fucking crushes it. Then they bring up the guest speaker. All right? This is like when a basketball team's going on a run and everybody's standing up, freaking out. An 18-0 run here at the Salt Lake Palace. The fucking speakers are crushing it. Then they bring up the guy that they hired to speak, and he comes fucking Dr. Blah, 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 whatever the fuck his name is. He comes walking up. This is how he started his speech. He goes, before I speak, I would like to say something. I swear to God, that's what he said. That's one of the greatest fucking lines I ever heard. Before I speak,
Swear to God.
I would like to say something. And immediately, I'm just sitting there going like, oh God, this is going to be at least 47 to 52 fucking minutes of absolute fucking boredom. And fortunately, I was wrong. Like most of my NHL picks, I was wrong. This guy crushed it. You know, started talking about being a little kid and born in fucking Nazi Poland, Nazi-occupied Poland, and how the fuck he got out of there, survivor's guilt. And now if you become a lawyer, you don't have to be a fucking cunt, and you can actually work pro bono and help change the world for a better place. It was a great speech. Crushed it, right? Now all of a sudden, they handle out diplomas. I'm like, holy shit, they're gonna get this fucking thing done in 2.5 hours. This is gonna be great. Fucking great. Then we're out to the fucking beers and the food. And everything's great. They hand them all out, and that's it. And then the dean comes back and inexplicably starts fucking talking.
Yeah.
Keeps talking. 10 minutes later, still fucking talking. And I'm feeling everybody getting restless. And it's just like, what the fuck? What the fuck is this
Oh,
person
hey,
doing?
you want to get some celebs in here? This might be our chance. Got a little tip that Lacey Jonas is in the back of a police wagon. Who knows what she did this time? If we can get her out of there, she's probably so doped up on painkillers.
Spending $200 on vintage cookware is anti-competitive. Word.
You calling for some wheels? I'm Johnny on the spot. I'll hook you up. It's on the way.
Hey, girl.
Hey.
I will literally shit down your throat. I'm almost royalty. You can't lock me up like this.
Oh, shit.
Oh, thank God. Did my lawyer send you? For $1,500 an hour, he better have. Oh my God. The cops! Please lose them! If we get caught, my underwear line will tank. Hurry! Not to be a diva or anything, but can you drive faster? All this excitement is causing my foundation to run. These cops are just paparazzi with guns. Losers! That injection has worn off! God, I really need this to be over! Oh, fucking fantastic watching! If we get caught, my underwear line will tank. Hurry! this excitement is causing my foundation to run. Woohoo! That was totally amazing. More exciting than when I won that award for best portrayal of a high school cheerleader. Woo! Finally. I need that drink. Can you call HUD so it's ready? Thanks for saving me. Like, totally appreciate it. Just perfect.
Hell?
It was so bad. It just started to become funny.
Hello?
I mean, everybody was ready for her to wrap it up in 30 seconds. And 15 minutes in, she goes, I'm going to tell this is just an aside. And she told a fucking side story that had nothing to do with the other story. And all the shit she was saying was basically what everybody else had said. 20 minutes.
Okay.
25 minutes. 30 minutes in. And I swear to God, dude, I started getting angry. Because I was all the way in, up against the wall. I was starting to feel trapped. And I started thinking, she's doing this on purpose. This is a fucking power trip. And then mercifully, it fucking finally ended like 35 minutes later. 35 fucking minutes later, and she didn't have a clue how much she was annoying the shit out of everybody. The only thing that was keeping me going was looking around at people. People were doing everything. People were just sort of sitting there, like, looking out the side of their head at the person next to them. A couple other people had done that, what's known as the confessional pose, where you're seated and you got your elbows on your knees, your head is hanging, and your hands are clasped. There was a lot of that going on. There was other people not even trying to hide it, looking around behind them like, are you fucking shitting me? That look? Not just over the right shoulder, left shoulder too, right? Fucking double threat with that.
Double threat with
There was
that.
people. I was right near the section. I wasn't near the walls, near the railing, and then that was like an exit right next to me. And this one fucking guy, he walked in, walked out, walked in, walked out, walked in the third time, and he literally put his hands out, like, you know, like when refs make a fucked up a call that's so fucked up, even the head coach doesn't even know what it is, and then they're talking about it, trying to get it right, and they've come to a decision and they don't inform the coach, and he just kind of puts his hands out like, the fuck happened? What's going on? Am I getting fucked, or am I gonna come out all right in this? And literally, just doing that. And then finally, she wrapped it up. It was still a good time. It was still a good graduation, but I don't know. Then Dean, I swear to God, it was just like my performance at Giggles. I should have stopped at the first little performance. I should have ended at that. It was horrific. Okay, so anyways. The next day, I ended up going down to Nashville. I just realized I haven't read any of my fucking advertising yet for this week. God damn it. I went down to Nashville to the Vince Vaughn Wild West Comedy Festival. The first one. Hopefully not the last time, because it was such a great time. I went to play the Ryman Theater, and I didn't realize that was the original Grand Ole Opry. And I'm going to tell you about that right after these messages from our sponsor. I know. Fuck you, too. Fuck you. Go fuck yourself. I got to do these. All right. Dollar Shave Club. Dollar Shave Club, everybody. You know, there are so many things that piss me off. Talk about a few things that piss you off, Bill. Okay, let's talk about how the fucking Dean should have wrapped it up the first time and instead goes on for 35 minutes. That pisses me off. You know? There, did I reach my contractual obligation there? All right, and paying way too much to shave my face is definitely up there, too. Right up there with somebody doing 35 minutes when I was done with you with your first 7. Okay? Nothing feels better than shaving with a fresh new blade. But new razors are so ridiculously expensive that you can't afford to change your blade more than once every 6 weeks. 6 months, sorry. So you'll end up scraping up your face with the old blade. Dollar Shave Club delivers top quality razors for only a few bucks a month. Dollar Shave Club members always shave with a fresh blade because they get a fresh pack in the mail every goddamn week. They got lots of other products too. Oh, it's back, everybody, like Dr. Cobbie's Easy Shave Butter. Dr. Cobbie's Post Shave. Oh, he's expanding the business. Well, he also has to have he's got a Dr. Got to work on my Boston accent, Dr. Cabby's post-shave, which follows his Easy Shave Butter. I want some Easy Shave Butter for my toast. Wouldn't that be nice? Easy Butter. Join the hundreds of thousands of guys who've upgraded to a smarter way to shave. Shave time, shave money. Join at Join now at dollarshaveclub.com/burn. Support this club podcast and a great company by going to dollarshaveclub.com/burn. That's dollarshaveclub.com/burn. You're a business owner. I'm assuming that. You're a business owner.
Okay, local justice bills still playing for the mayor today. Let me ask you that question a lot. We had to wrap this amount of stuff today. The mayor already has been approached by multiple people about bringing the draft
Yes, there is. Here's something that will dramatically help you and make you more money in 2014. It's e-voice, everybody. Whether you're a business of 1 or 100 e-voice will help you manage all incoming calls. It's a toll-free direct and call routing tools. Your business will sound like $1 million. Can't take a call? No biggie. eVoice will transcribe the voicemail and email it directly to you. Never be caught off guard again. And with eVoice, you can try it before you buy it. Right now. For my listeners and anybody else who paid money to read this, you can get a 60-day trial to eVoice for absolutely free. Go to eVoice.com and enter the promo code BILL, B-I-L-L, at checkout.
Message to your friends in the UK about to see you today. Yes, that's the UK. You came out to fuck with the band. We appreciate the love.
Take charge of your business and make more money in 2014. Go to eVoice.com and enter BILL at checkout for your 60-day free trial. That's eVoice.com, promo code BILL. All right, one more. LegalZoom. LegalZoom, everybody. Modern technology is phenomenal. Smartphones, iPads, and other gadgets make it easy to do so many things. But why is it that our lives seem to get busier at the same time? Well, when it comes to getting the legal help you need, LegalZoom provides a great solution that works with your busy schedule. Let's face it, the legal system is complicated. There are better things you could do with your time. Thankfully, thank Christ, LegalZoom is there for you. So, if you're thinking about starting a business, forming an LLC, or getting a trademark, a will, or a living trust, LegalZoom gets the job done right. You'll get the personal attention you need, and they'll help you take care of all the details. LegalZoom's been helping families and small business owners for 14 years, and they received an A+ from the Better Business Bureau. Call or visit LegalZoom today. For an extra discount, enter BURR, B-U-R-R, the referral code at checkout. That's LegalZoom.com/BURR. LegalZoom provides legal help through independent attorneys and self-help services, but it is not a law firm. Go to LegalZoom.com, enter discount code BURR, B-U-R-R. All right, back to the damn podcast. So, I mentioned I play the Ryman Theater, which isn't in downtown. It's in what I consider the downtown. It's right where the Nashville Predators play. They got all the honky-tonks there, and they got all, I don't even know if they call them that anymore, whatever, all the fucking country music and all that shit. And right around the corner, right up this little street, is the Ryman Theater, and that's where the original Grand Ole Opry was at from like 1930-something to 1974, and basically anybody who's got to before that, before he was in the Grand Ole Opry, it was a vaudeville space, so all these other guys, I imagine Charlie Chaplin, he was doing the rounds, he was working the road, Buster Keaton, W.C. Fields, they had this headshot hanging in there. So that's how much history this place, even with the people that I'm freaking out about, Hank Williams, Patsy Cline and all them, even when they performed there, the place was already legendary.
Yeah? Well, it's raining too,
We actually
so.
got a couple strips of wood from the original stage, so everybody, came out and had to go
The
step on them.
raindrops falling on
All these unbelievable performers had been there, and I'm not gonna lie, it was one of the best shows I've had in my entire career. I don't know what happened. I went out there, and it usually takes me a second to get a little warmed up, get a vibe for the room, but I walked out there, and it used to be a church, so they have all the original pews. It was made in like 1898, so they still had all the original pews. I'm telling you right now, if you go to Nashville, you gotta go see a fucking show there. There's a bunch of other great venues there and stuff, but you gotta go. Like I heard Neil Young play recently. I mean, that's one that I would just stop what I was doing, get on a plane to go to the Ryman Theater and just sit in a fucking pew from 1898 and watch Neil Young. I mean, that's just incredible. So somehow a shithead like me holding up dick jokes, and next thing you know, I'm the next guy on the show. So I walk out there, and the sun's going down, and I'm in the upper deck. It's really small, a lot smaller than I thought it was going to be, because people were smaller back then, and they packed them in. There wasn't all this extra crap, luxury boxes and everything. So whatever, it was like a 2,000-seater, 1,800-seater, and it was the size of, like, I swear to God, like a lot of 500-seat theaters. It's unbelievable. We're literally triple the fucking size of these people, I guess. So anyways, up top they had these stained glass windows, so the sun was going down. All right? Sunlight's coming through the stained glass windows. It's like the fucking Blues Brothers moment. And I went out there, and it was a great crowd. And I was on. I started talking. They started laughing. And I swear to God, I almost did like 2 hours. I did like an hour and 45 minutes. And I left out like 3 huge bits that I'm going to do on my special. You know, you got to have your blocks. When I put together a new hour and I feel like I got the, I got it together, is you need that big opener, you gotta have the big closer, and then you gotta have like, you gotta have 3 or 4 big ones in the middle, you know, and then you got your little ones, you give them the rest, and then you go back and do a big one, give them a little rest, take them on a little ride. But you gotta have the 4 corners there to build the structure. Is how I put it. I don't know why. I don't have a good science background, but that's how I fucking feel the thing. And I don't know. I've had so much fun. I'm having more fun than I ever had doing stand-up, so I have more than enough at this point. And that's the only concern I have when I go to tape this thing, is I don't want it to be overly long. But I also want to document those jokes, so I don't know what I'm going to do. Either do all of them and then cut the special and then have those as extras. I have no fucking clue how I'm going to do it. But you know what? It's a great fucking problem to have. So anyways, backstage, you can take a tour of this, is they have, up on the 3rd floor, they have the Johnny Cash room. And they have the Hank Williams room.
Okay, well, I guess we got to do some marketing. Instead of handing out flyers,
I don't remember, but it's fucking amazing. I actually came out to that time when I was there. I know what's happening in these stores too, but it was cool. I've always liked it. It's actually just know, I step aside and she goes by. And then the dude behind me goes, he goes, I gotta see exactly what he said. He goes, hey, you have to wait in line like everybody else. That's what he said. He went with they. What? He went with they. So they meaning people in wheelchairs or black people? Black people. I think he meant wheelchairs because there was other black people standing in line, right? So I turn around and I don't talk to fucking people. It's just so crazy. I just try to say, come on, man, there's no wheelchair. I go, would you rather be standing up or sitting in that chair? And then there was a pause, and he goes, they should wait in line like everybody else. This whole Mississippi burning line, and you know what's killing me? I came up with the fucking line that I should have said after I got on the plane. I should have said, oh, what the fuck was it? I already forget. I didn't have the proper word. My brain is just not working today. Listen, like, oh, now you believe in equality. It's not equality. What is the word? Now you believe in, Jesus. I just blew it. No, I'm completely fucking out of it. What the fuck is he? Because he's basically, you know, this guy, he doesn't want shit to be equal. But now that she's going by him, now he wants the shit to be equal. But you know, if she went to live in his fucking neighborhood, he wouldn't want it to be. Right. So he wants equality. But I'm trying to say, now you believe in equality. That's what I was going to say. Jesus. You just looked up. You get what I'm saying? It's always a great joke when you have to overly explain it to someone who's known you for fucking years. Jesus. All right, so you see how that just bombed everybody? Maybe it's a good thing I didn't say it. That's basically what my second set didn't get this was like. I didn't tell you that. Yeah, I fucking ate my balls. No, I did. Why the fuck? There was one woman who was so disgusted she wouldn't look at me. I just kept saying, I'm not going to tell another joke till you look at me. She wouldn't look, and I kept going, I'm not going to tell another joke till you look at me. And she just goes, and continued to look down at the floor. And she was like, you know.
Some would call that littering. I would call that promoting the best club in Los Angeles.
Well, they were at church trying to raise money, and nobody told me. Yeah, that was my album. That's my album. That's the story I'm telling you. So anyway, so it was my morning, right? So I get a car service to pick me up in LAX when I go to land. Now the whole fucking purpose of the car service is when you get off the plane, the fucking jerk off is standing there. So you just leave. You want to leave. You're paying a ridiculous amount of money, not for the ride. You're paying the money to leave the clusterfuck that is LAX. So I go down there, and there's 10 people standing there with names, and I'm all excited. Where's my name? Where's my name? Did I get picked, right? Am I gonna make varsity? You know? And of course, my name isn't fucking there. So I'm an entitled jackass at this point. So I'm like, you know what? Fuck that. I just walk out and I go right to the cab line. There's no line. There's also no cabs. But I see a cab coming. And the fucking guy pulls up, and then right then I get the text about the guy. He's like, you know, trying to explain to me that he's in the parking lot, he's on his way, but his English is as good as my French, so it takes a second. So I walk away from the cab. Then I'm standing there, I'm muttering, oh, these fucking guys, sons of bitches, you know what the fuck? I want to get out of here, I want to go home, I gotta record the podcast. I'm being a big baby, basically, right? And then all of a sudden, 2 seconds later, the fucking town car pulls up. He looks at me, I look at him, I nod, he nods, and I fucking get in the car. I'm like, all right, see, once again, Billy, you lost your shit for no reason. That didn't take long at all. So we're driving away, and I'm in a great fucking mood. I get out of LAX, I'm feeling great, and then all of a sudden his phone fucking rings. And he's like, hello? What? Oh my God, I'm so sorry. And he goes, I picked up the wrong passenger. So I'm thinking like, well, you know, too bad for that other guy. So the guy slows down, and he goes, we have to go back. Dude, we were like 10 minutes away from the airport, right? I'm like, we're not going back. We can't go back. And he goes, no. He goes, we have to go back. I got to go back and get him. You're in the wrong car. And I'm like, well, that's not my fault. You picked me up, right? And then he's literally starting to turn around and feel like some little kid. I want to go to the toy store, right? And he's taking me to go see the dentist. So. I'm like, dude, you can't just drive me back. You can't do that. And then he starts going, stop yelling at me. And I'm like, I'm not yelling at you. Like, he thought this was yelling. That's not yelling. Is it? Well, you know what? You guys need to up your yelling game, because that's not fucking yelling. So, he apologizes to the other guy. Doesn't fucking apologize to me. And he goes, I had this sign. And he shows the sign with, like, the fucking guy's last name was like Rancho Cucamonga, this really fucking long name. And I'm like, you didn't fucking show me that. And he goes, yes, I did. I go, dude, are you literally telling me I don't know what my name is? And he's like, stop yelling at me. I go, I'm not yelling, and you're sitting there acting like I don't know what my fucking name is. I didn't curse, though. So then I finally just go, you know what? Just pull over. Let me out here. So he pulls over and, like, Sepulveda leaves me up. And he's just sitting there in the fucking driver's seat. As I go to get out, pops the trunk, and it's just sitting there. So I leave the passenger side door open and the trunk open. And I walk out like a total, that's such a chick fucking move. Like, that's not a man move. But I did that. And I went, I got my nails done. It is, dude. That's a pussy move.
It is a pussy move, but
There you go. Who has a pussy? Chicks.
Oh,
Thank you.
you know the whole thing about that scenario is like his job is to say, "Are you Mr. Rancho Cucamonga?" Yes, I am. Are you? And we're going to this place, right? That's normally what they're supposed to do. They make sure you got the name right.
I had my headphones on.
Okay.
I took my 50% of it.
All right. Yeah, because the driver, the actual person who
It was at least 50% of my fault.
definitely was 50% of your fault because there was a guy inside holding a sign with your name on it.
No, there wasn't.
Not at the time, but then he called you or whatever, and he was like, I'm coming around and this and that. Either way.
Did you hear what you just said?
Either way.
Did you hear what you just said?
What?
You said there was a guy in there holding a sign with my name on it. I said, no, there wasn't. And you said, not at the time.
Well, they called me. It was the thing. Well, I called
Okay,
them first,
so if the
and
fire
then-
department shows up the day before the fucking house is on fire and sprays water on it, like, isn't his job supposed to have a little bit of timing?
That's he is. He's supposed to have timing. He should have been there. You should have seen him right away. That's the whole point of it. And that other jackass should have confirmed that you were Mr. Rancho Cucamonga and you were going to the right place.
Stop saying Rancho Cucamonga.
You said it in the beginning, and I thought it was
Go with something different, like Walla Walla.
Walla or Chevy
joking.
Chase.
I'm joking, but
So no, he should have checked. He fucked up.
Can I tell you
And then
something?
you got all
I fucked up.
the way you
Who's
did,
kidding?
and
Who's
then
kidding?
you
I
were
fucked
probably
up.
yelling
I'm
at
a
him.
dick. He probably told the story to the next passenger, and they both laughed. The next passenger was easygoing, and fucking was a better person than I was, and gave him a nice
But
tip.
he messed up. You're supposed to check to make sure. If you've never met the person before, you double
He
check.
should have assumed I was that dumb. That's basically it. I should have closed the door on the trunk. I'm a cunt.
It was a bit of a bitch move.
Totally. Well, there you go. So you agree with me.
No, but a bitch meaning like pussy, but not a female necessarily.
Well, it's not fair. It's not fair.
A punk move, maybe.
And a bitch.
A fitty, like having a fit or throwing a tantrum, like a babyish move.
Oh, definitely.
Immature. Let's just go with immature.
All about it.
We'll go with immature. It was an immature move of you to be like, fine, I'm not closing the door or the trunk. Take that. You're both being like unnecessary. Because he should have been like, you know what, sir, you're absolutely right. I should have double checked with you. I'm so sorry. I got $20 on me. Can I at least give you $20 for the next hour?
No, he doesn't do all that. Look, I think this is why it's called a chick move, a pussy move, a bitch move. It's because guys,
Passive aggressive?
because you guys don't fight for the most part. You guys don't solve shit physically, so you solve it that way because you're more evolved. As a man, you're supposed to fight. I was literally supposed to take off my fucking headphones, and we were supposed to duke it out right there on the sidewalk. And whoever won, that was the direction the car was going to go in. Every Clint Eastwood movie I ever watched, that's how it was supposed to be done. And I didn't. All right? I was like Tootsie. That's what the movie was like.
But I mean, but you still understand that he did have to go back to get the person who actually paid for his car. He screwed up, but he has to go back and get the person that paid for the car.
He can't call another car?
Well, I don't know what their whole situation is.
I don't think you know anything about the situation because you don't work in that industry.
Well, I just know that.
Isn't it enough that I just said I was 100% wrong and that I was a bitch and I threw a tantrum?
Okay.
You're just gonna fucking countersink it and fucking spackle over it? I got it. I'm
fine. I know you had a hard morning. I'm not gonna come in here.
No, the whole weekend, I swear to God, like, I was a fucking idiot this weekend. I returned a rental car at Logan Airport and I missed my terminal because I assumed that something in Boston with the sign was going to make sense, which it never does. This is the deal. I'm waiting to go to Terminal E, Southwest Airlines, right? So they go to the first one.
It's
There's two buses.
raining.
One goes to B and C, one goes to D and E. So I don't fuck that up. I actually get on the right bus. They go to the first one. They're like, Terminal D, fucking whatever, United Airlines, American Airlines, blah, 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 blah. So I'm like, all right, well, that's not it, D. I know it's not D. And I was tweeting, once again, being a fucking idiot. So,
while you were driving?
No, while I was riding. But here's the thing. In between terminals, in between terminals. So we get to the next terminal. Okay, I'm in a bus. I couldn't see what the letter was. And it says, next terminal. He starts, all I hear is the airlines. Japanese Air, Iraqi Air, Turkish Air, United Air, Emirates. I'm like, all right, international terminal, blah, 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 blah. And then all of a sudden, we're going back to where the fuck I was going. I go, well, what happened to Terminal E? The guy goes, I went to Terminal E. Southwest was in the international. Does that make any fucking sense? Japanese Air, Turkish Air, Iraqi Air, Southwest.
Didn't somebody buy Southwest, though? Didn't a bigger airline buy Southwest? Does that have anything to do with it? I thought I heard that. I thought Southwest got bought by some bigger airline.
What, are you hanging out with pilots?
No.
How the fuck do you know that?
I don't know, because I read things. I don't know. I really could have sworn that happened.
You know what ends stress too, man? Because I don't like stress, but
you don't
women.
keep
Your booty's nice.
You don't want to get a TV in the bedroom.
You know, guys, you know what I mean? We become good friends because you can't enjoy a nice booty by yourself.
Every fucking night.
You see a nice booty.
You're on your laptop, so what's the point? Why can't I watch the end of a game, laying here in bed, rubbing my balls, watching a game?
First of all, there's nowhere in here to hang the television.
Well, they used to have these things back in the day called TV stands, and when you bought a TV...
There's not going to be a TV stand in here.
Oh, that's hilarious. I thought I had 50% of this room. Can it be on my side of the room then?
No.
I'll literally block the door to my closet with the TV if I can just
Is that what you want to do? You want to, mount it right there and have the door closed so we can, see it on an angle? I mean, that could work. That's not a crazy idea.
It's not a crazy idea. It's one of the best ideas you've ever had.
Thank you.
I'll get rid of that closet door.
You're not going to get rid of the closet
I'll
door.
fucking open that goddamn... let's
close the door.
Let's be serious here. I'll pay another man who knows how to fix things to open that wall up, turn my entire closet into a fucking TV. That whole wall's a TV. Most people make it in an aquarium, right?
You are obsessed with lying down while watching TV.
I'm tired. I'm fucking tired. My brain doesn't work anymore. I've traveled more in the last fucking year and a half, and I'm old now. Okay? I'm fucking old. I forgot. I lost another pair of sunglasses. I left my car charger. I just drop off, rent a car.
Charger too?
I just get out of the car we're going to the terminal. I mean, I should be wearing those hospital loafers, carrying an IV.
Did you call them about your sunglasses, like I told you to? That all it would take is a phone call. If they were like, no, we don't see it, then fine, you move on. But if they're like, actually, yeah, I just went out to the glove compartment and there they were.
I left my sunglasses in a vegan restaurant and the dude stole them. Okay?
Still upset about that, huh?
There's something about a vegan restaurant.
I don't know why you keep tying veganism to there's somehow going to be more superior to you. No, there are insufferable people out there. No offense, vegans, but you guys can be too much with that.
Oh, shit. Hey, you know what? People wanted me to talk about Jay-Z and Solange or...
Oh, the elevator fight.
Whatever the hell her fucking name is.
Solange, that's her name.
I'm sick of Jay-Z wearing that Roger Moore tuxedo. We get it. You're fucking cool. I'm not for ready.
I'm for it.
Oh, is that what that is?
Always.
Yeah, I always feel at this point, Jay-Z's so famous, you forget he's from Brooklyn. And he fucking grew up in a street corner, can still beat the shit out of you, you know? Although, him with the shirt off, you know, I don't know. He's definitely a businessman.
Yeah, exactly. He's fine dining. He's eating like steak and wine and like
If I make the shot, your second at has to buy you 2 beers.
Yeah,
If I make the shot, your second at has to buy you 2 beers.
He doesn't need to do all
He doesn't. He doesn't. You know
Like
what?
these.
I've
Hold on, these are mellow balls.
God
If I make the
bless him.
shot, your second at has to buy you 2 beers.
Did you talk about the elevator fight?
No, I'll talk about it. Oh, I'll talk about it right
I'll
now.
talk about it all day.
I thought Jay-Z, regardless of whatever the fuck he said, that
Is it
sent her
over?
off, showed unbelievable restraint. Okay? Getting kicked by a woman in high-heel shoes, I've been there. Okay? It fucking hurts. And he kept taking it to the hands. And there was a moment at one, I only watched it once. There was a time, like one of the last times she hit him, she even flinched. Because she was like, yeah, at this point, I deserve to get punched in the face. You see her flinch.
She spit at him. That was what was really awful.
That's what I forgot to do to that driver this morning. That would have been
Spit at him?
like a crowning
Oh my
bitch
God.
move. No, I'd never do that.
No. But, you know, their family has problems like anybody else's family. I feel like, if anything, it just goes to show you that you shouldn't feel bad when, you know, your uncles or whatever start screaming at each other over Thanksgiving.
That is funny, though, when you really think about how many people who are judging them. Actually, there's footage that exists somewhere of their family fighting in an elevator. It's just they're not famous and nobody cares.
No one cares.
Yeah, so
Exactly.
it just gets taped over.
Yeah. I feel like there are a lot more like physical fights that happen in families between siblings and stuff that most people wouldn't want to admit. You know, so I really don't think it's that big of a deal. I was watching it like, Salon, stop, no.
Oh, he definitely said something fucked up because Beyonce didn't do anything.
Yeah.
She was
and she
standing
left
there
with her sister too.
She was probably like, well, that's what happens when you say X, Y, and Z. That was her vibe.
Yeah. So, but it's not that big of a deal. I don't feel like, you know.
No, that's kind of a big no. It's over. Their relationship is fucking over. And if money wasn't involved,
Whose relationship?
Jay-Z's and the fucking
Solange?
Yeah, little sidekick there.
She's not a sidekick.
Yes, she is. Come on, she's Frank Stallone.
No, she has a really good album out. I love her music, and she has great style. No, she's not as famous as Beyonce, obviously. And all these dumbass internet people on Twitter are like,
no crap. Can you do me a favor?
She should be thankful she
Can
got
you put 2 eggs on the stove for me?
Just because you don't know music beyond what's on your top 40 radio station that they play in the morning while you're going to work doesn't mean that this person isn't talented. No, I just get annoyed with that.
First the vegans, now the music lovers.
Just the eggs, please.
The only way
Just
she can
the
make
eggs.
it, she's in the
No
same
need for
group
that.
as Beyonce. That's the way it fucking works. There's no way,
I don't need
never
it yet.
in the history of
And I can get it if
two
I need
people
to,
in
but
the
I
same
don't.
family trying to be a solo artist have they ever made it. They always, you gotta be together. The Everly Brothers, the Jackson 5, the Osmonds. And then what happens is somebody breaks out of it, and then the rest of them go back to the dinner table going, I have an album out too. And everybody's like, yeah, we don't care. I know I'm your mother. I don't care. Michael is special. Donnie and Marie are the best. They're younger than you, they're cuter than you, and Jesus likes them better. And that's what happens, and you're fucked. So the only move she had was when Beyonce was on the way up. She should have been in Destiny's Child. Look at me. Look at me on the other side of the fence, just calling off groups here.
Bill, maybe
was she in that group?
She was like a
I
backup.
thought it was Kim Coles and that chick from
Cole?
from one of the roller skates, Tootie. Wasn't she in that?
Just naming black people now.
Yeah.
No, she was like a backup dancer. She went on tour with them when she was younger. She had an album when she was younger. She got pregnant. She moved to like
I was a
Oklahoma or something.
I was a backup dancer. I was. Remember that AC/DC? That AC/DC video, who made who, when I had all the Anguses up there, I was one of the Anguses.
She also
I didn't
wrote,
really, people. I didn't.
No,
I wish I did.
She also wrote quite a few of Beyonce's songs and like co-wrote some of Destiny Child's songs too. So she's got other talents and things,
Yeah.
She doesn't need to be
can you get an orange at the refrigerator for me, please? And peel that for me, please. Peel.
No.
Yes, that's
what's going on?
Her name is Linda Perry.
No, it isn't.
She's the lead singer.
It's like Jessica or something.
It's not. You know I'm right.
No, I don't know what her name is.
4 Non-Blondes.
Yeah.
Lead singer Linda Perry, recently married to Sarah Gilbert from Roseanne. Did you know that? Who played Darlene? They're married. The last time I saw Linda Perry, not the last time like I see her, but I saw her at the
isn't
restaurant
that 4 Non-Blondes chick? Isn't she like fuck? She's got to be my age.
Probably.
What's she going around with that little girl for?
What are you talking about? Sarah Gilbert's older than I am.
I saw the show the other day. She's like 12.
That's because she looks great.
No, I was joking. Like I was watching the fucking TV show. I'm just bombing all over the place.
But no, I saw Linda Perry at the vegan restaurant in question.
Oh yeah? I hope she didn't leave her fucking sunglasses or her top hat. Do you like her? Linda Perry?
Oh, because I have a problem with white people with dreadlocks?
Damn it! Fucking right now. You're too smart for your own fucking good.
Okay.
Yeah, but she had them. Nia doesn't like white people with dreads. Weds.
Naturally.
She doesn't like weds.
Naturally.
I just feel like, I don't know, dreadlocks are a very particular cult. I don't know, maybe they don't, that stuff doesn't take anyone anymore.
Would you consider it an offshoot of blackface?
No. I think it's like, white people that don't want to do their hair.
Maybe not, but go ahead, continue. No, you don't, nigga. Why would you? You don't need to learn. Against my will. Not gonna repeat you against my will. Yeah, this is normal.
There are enough rosters over here that they can start getting a day off. Yo, man, I thought the Jews got all their days off in September. Sorry, of course, when we make an accident. Is that where Rastafarians come from? I don't know. All I know is I would fuck day. I don't believe in magic. Do you believe in magic? But I do with fucking those people. I would fuck them. I saw nothing. I would watch them. Yeah.
Huh? What are you doing, my lap? No, put them on a plate and put them in my lap, sweetheart.
What?
Stamps.com, everybody. You want to do whatever it takes.
Thank you, thank you, thank you.
Join the 500,000 small businesses that use Stamps.com. Never have to go to the post office. Stamps.com is down all my DVDs and my posters. Or all the stuff that I bore myself up with at the end of the show. I'm a moron if I can use it, so can you right now use my last name or a special offer, no risk trial, plus a $110 bonus offer. It's a digital scale of $55. Oh, wait, go to stamps.com before you do anything else. Click on the microphone at the top of the homepage. Confirm BURR, that's stamps.com. Hey, you know what I forgot to mention? I hope that job company exists in a couple of years. Those alright, wait a second. I need to promote something. Well, I think that's the fucking questions. Okay, always ask, where can I email the podcast? This is where you can do it. Bill at the mmpodcast.com. Once again, Bill at the mmpodcast.com. Okay? There you go. And on Twitter, you can also, if you want to look up some of the clips and shit, at the MM Podcast. MMP, both things is capitalized. Now they have to rewind. Both, whatever the fuck. Alright, Stanhope. Tons of emails about the Stanhope episode, lots of kind words from listeners, amounts of requests for them to come back. Yes, he did. He brought you that nice kind of big bunch of flowers. Yeah, bunch of flowers. For some reason, you thought that you weren't going to like him. Like, he was going to be, I don't know what, like a bad influence. You would have loved him. He came in absolutely killing his fucking things. Oh, yeah. Really funny is an understatement. You guys are funny. Like, anybody who's successful funny is going to like last. I that's pretty.
Hey, I've got an update for you.
I'm trying to find my car. Dear Billy Faithful, you and me have a great relationship from the listener's point of view. Couples always play that if you could cheat with anyone, who would have, why did you have to show me this? Who would it be, Dave? I'm asking you this. If you could have one woman from all of history, I don't know if people say that, like you have any idea what like Joan of Arc looked like. Just what and the guys were everybody was shaped like a refrigerator. That's why I hate those old photos, pictures, the paintings when you go there. Those fucking rump roasts. Everybody.
I'm reading a manual here.
Boys, did you win? How are you? Like, get on. Just go walk around the castle a couple of times. You fuck out fine art or whatever. Yeah, living a life. Just a bunch of pasty, fat thighs, asses. Yeah. Well, they should have painted the poor people because the fucking badasses in the castle. They were a mess. No wonder they wore robes. You know? Everybody else is walking around with a fucking leaf over their junk. Alright, I'm asking you this. If you could have one woman from all of history be absolutely in love with Billy Twinkletoes. Oh, it's you. Who would it be? Oh, they're right. Okay, assuming Nia isn't in the picture for non-violent reasons, who would be your girl? Imagine you have 60 seconds to give your answer, and it's going to stay for all and eternity. Thanks, and go fuck yourself. I know, what's fucked up is what's great about this is just you didn't want to bang about the woman in the version. Let's go. All of history to me is every possible medicine. One choice.
Oh man.
You know what? I like all the Charlie's Angels left.
And just like that.
She's on the rookies. What am I 30 seconds. 25. Who else did I like? Oh, the smoky voice was the Curves was the chick in the beginning of Cheers. Some fat actress. She looked like
Kirstie Alley?
Yep.
She's really beautiful.
She's gorgeous.
I didn't realize she is beautiful.
Stunning.
Very beautiful.
Fuck.
So Kirstie Alley, circa Cheers. Kate Jackson, circa Charlie's Angels. But you want to get
I know it's gotta be somebody else. I know it's somebody else. This is too fucking quick. No, I got 10 seconds.
Time's up.
You gotta count down.
10, 9,
Oh, fuck.
8,
Pressure.
7,
Marion Ross.
6. What?
Marion Ross. She played the mom on
I
Happy
was
Days.
gonna say that's a mom on Happy Days.
I had nothing. I had to go with something funny.
Do I get to choose?
No.
Yeah, but I'm here.
I know you're here, but the question wasn't for you. Summer, baby. Summer, baby. Sunny, sunny, baby. Sunny, baby. Dear